Welcome, welcome. It's Mud Dog with the Texas Space Navy bringing you another Star Citizen video. And as the title says, how to make money in 3.14, cargo running is back. That's right. You can run cargo for a good amount of money now. You're not going to have a lot of wasted efforts like you have the last 3 or 4 patches. They put in a hot fix just earlier today, or earlier, I guess now it's going to be yesterday, from when this video comes out, that fixed some of the cargo issues that we were having in the last few patches. Was it done on purpose? Hard to say, but I can tell you that from this run, I did my typical run to Ariel and picked up some Laranite and titanium and came back to Lorville, and I was able to make a good hefty profit, over 130,000 credits, something like that, in a C2. So yeah, you can run cargo. Now you can go to your favorite cargo running site that tells you where to get the best prices, and you can make some cash off of that, or UEC. As you can see, I've sped up a good portion of this video. It's mostly uncut, but I did want to speed it up because it did take about 30 minutes to run this little cargo trip. It can take anywhere from 20 to 30 minutes, and it depends on what size ship you have, on what you should be running, and of course how much capital you have as well. I can tell you that there's going to be a lot of people getting their money doing this early in 3.15. So definitely expect a few people to be running cargo. Now if you're a pirate, that could be very advantageous for you, as you can always make them pay a ransom if they choose to, or lose money. Or you could sneak aboard their ship and make them pay you to get it back, or not shoot them in the head. Whatever. But if you're a cargo runner, you definitely need to keep an eye on that, and you probably should hire an escort or two to cover your back. It's definitely going to be profitable for everybody involved, so I would definitely look into doing the escort thing. For you orgs out there, it's a good idea to start planning for more cargo runs for your organization, because that could be a very profitable way for orgs to make money, small or large. And you're going to need to start working out the tactics, the strategic value, the logistics, all of that. Who are you putting on guns? Who are you going to dedicate to piloting? Who's going to be doing support craft? How many cargo transports are you going to take at a time? What size cargo transport? Are you targeting a certain type of commodity? These are all things that you're going to have to decide. I know eventually they'll actually have missions in the game. So like when the whole sea comes in, my guess is, that's going to be really hard to buy enough cargo or enough commodities to fill that thing up. So you may have to take a mission or two from some of the big manufacturers to transport their goods for them for a decent profit. At least until you get enough money that you'll be able to do it on your own. So some things to think about. Like, what are the things that you guys have thought about when it comes to cargo running that you're going to need to be able to do in the future, especially when this game launches? What are some of the stuff that I haven't mentioned so far in this video that you've come up with that's going to be important? Fuel is going to be an important thing to keep in mind. So if you're jumping across multiple systems and you just don't have the quantum fuel, you're going to have to refuel somewhere along the way. So do you know somebody that has a Starfarer nearby, or is there a Starfarer in your flotilla? These are all things that you really need to take into consideration for future parts of the game. As you can see, I did have some jumping issues to Lorville, so I had to fly it in manually after going to Evers Harbor. Not an ideal situation there either. I don't know what in the world the game was doing, keeping me from flying to Lorville, but at least I got some nice scenery on the way down that you guys can check out at 3 times the normal speed. So yeah, like, what is your go-to commodities? I mean, Laranite sells pretty good. Titanium sells pretty good. I had somebody in my orgs that sold scrap in a M2 and made something like 30,000 credit profit. That's pretty nice for scrap. You know, I mean, I would take that. Why not? For a short trip to transport scrap, that's not a bad overall trip. And not too many pirates are going to want to, you know, down your ship for scrap, right? So there's no salvaging in the game, so scrap's really not going to do you much good at the moment. Maybe when salvage comes in, scrap could be useful, but right now it's definitely not. So pirates probably won't be too interested if you have a ship full of it. I don't advise that be your go-to unless you're just low on credits and you can fill up a ship doing that. So yeah, I would go with one of the better commodities like titanium or diamonds or astatine or even laranite if you can afford it. Laranite's obviously the most expensive, and it definitely was limited when I got to Ariel. There was not a full ship worth of laranite there. I only went to Bezdek. I did not go to Lathan to see how much they had. So, you know, maybe I could have picked up, you know, twice as much as I got. But this was just a test run. I heard that they had the hotfix in, and I wanted to see, you know, if it was true, see if I could make some money doing it, or if it was just smoke being blown up our butts. But I can tell you for sure that they definitely have fixed cargo commodities, whatever you want to call it, and it's become profitable again. You can actually pick up a good amount of commodities and sell them at your, you know, landing zones. So you guys who like doing that, welcome back. I know a lot of people have been looking forward to cargo being back in so they could run it. You know, some people went on to do some mining, which is also a very profitable avenue for you, a profitable job you can do in the verse right now. Others went on to bounty hunting, which is always profitable and always good fun, but maybe less interesting next patch. Not interesting, that's not the right word, but less people will be interested in doing it because, you know, Death of a Spaceman, it could become quite costly to do bounty hunting in the next patch. I know, of course, I'm going to experiment with all of it. I'm not too worried about losing an armor here or a gun there, or a ship that I can file on insurance. I'm not worried about that in, you know, the beta or the alpha of the game. That's just part of testing it. So I will continue taking on some of those missions and doing some of those things. The AI is supposed to be vastly improved in 3.15. We will see. A lot of it comes down to the servers. Will we get server shards for the first part of server meshing? That's something else we'll have to wait and see. 3.15 or 3.16. They're going to mention a lot of that in CitizenCon this weekend. So you definitely make sure you tune in to CitizenCon. We have a watch party that we're going to do on the Discord. That information, at least the Discord information, will be listed in the description of this video. You won't want to miss it, and you definitely don't want to miss the after party, which we will be doing live on YouTube. A lot of fun will be on the 890 jump and be flying between locale and doing some different games for all the people that are on board. We're talking like racing games, whether it's on the ground or flight, shootout games. That could be done on the 890 as well. You know, there's going to be a lot of different ones that we're going to do. It should be quite interesting. They've got some things prepared for it, and I'm going to be looking forward to hosting that for you guys. So definitely check that out on the Discord as well, or on the YouTube channel, I should say. I think we'll be hanging out in the Discord while doing it, which is a little different. We usually do our org events on the Gilded. So yeah, just a slight difference this weekend where we're hosting things. We want you guys in the YouTube community to be a little bit more a part of what we've got going on for this weekend for CitizenCon. I can't wait for CitizenCon to be back in person. I would love to go to another one. It was a lot of fun last time, and I think maybe next year we'll get those live in person, though I am thinking this one's going to be quite a bit more polished than they usually have it. So that could be a good thing, and it could be a bad thing, because some of the things that happen spontaneous, as you know, could be quite fun and funny. So we'll have to see what CitizenCon holds for all of us. What are you guys looking forward to the most about CitizenCon? What are you looking forward to the most about 315? And are you guys ready for cargo to be back? Because it's back. It's profitable. It's fun. I know I am definitely one of those people that enjoyed running cargo more than like mining or doing a lot of other stuff in the game. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Thank you for tuning in to the Texas Space Navy YouTube channel. I really do appreciate it. If you would like to support the channel, you can do that with the YouTube members. You can join that for as little as $1, or my Patreon, which will both be listed in the description of the video. If you want to join the org, you can do that. That'll also be listed in the description of the video. Make sure to join on our Gilded and the RSI site. You'll have to put applications in both for those to get approved. But thank you guys once again. You guys are awesome. I'm Mud Dog with the Texas Space Navy, and I'll see you out in the verse.